Hello, everyone. Today is Monday, November 24th, 2025, and here is the news that you can use. We are starting the week with 3 big questions for every technology and security leader listening. First, are your identity and Windows fleets aligned to the new patch reality? Second, do you really know how deep your third-party risk runs when a quiet vendor is breached? And third, are you ready for a world where your legal team and your network providers both operate as AI native services? To bring that home, our Monday lineup includes a new recurring spotlight we are calling Monday AI Market Maker, where we profile one AI startup that is not just raising money but actively reshaping its market. We begin with patch pressure across both identity and operating system layers. The United States Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency has added a critical Oracle Identity Manager flaw, tracked as C5E 2025-61757, to its known exploited vulnerabilities catalog after confirming real-world attacks. This bug sits in Oracle Identity Manager, part of Oracle Fusion middleware, and it allows an unauthenticated attacker with basic network access to remotely execute code. In parallel, November's Windows updates include actively exploited elevation of privilege issues. For you as a leader, the story is not just another batch of patches. It is that your identity tier and your Windows tier are both under active, documented exploitation at the same time. That is the exact scenario your board expects you to handle with emergency playbooks, clear service level agreements, and visible reporting against the federal known exploited list. In practice, this means a few concrete moves. First, you need a current inventory of where Oracle Identity Manager is running, including in service providers and shared environments, not just in your own data centers. Second, your change advisory process needs a fast lane for vulnerabilities with active exploitation, with compensating controls defined when downtime prevents rapid patching. Third, this is an opportunity to test your end-to-end telemetry and containment. If you had a compromise through this identity layer yesterday, how quickly would you see it, and how quickly could you isolate it? Those are the questions your board and your regulators will ask if this moves from a catalog entry to a headline breach. Our second story moves squarely into third-party risk. A cyber attack against real estate finance technology vendor Citus AMC is now under investigation after reports that client data tied to major United States banks, including JP Morgan, Citi, and Morgan Stanley, may have been exposed. The attack reportedly hit the vendor on November 12th and compromised accounting documents, legal contracts, and other materials linked to lending operations. Systems have been restored, but the picture of exactly which customers and which data elements were affected is still emerging. From an executive vantage point, this is almost a worst-case scenario. A relatively obscure vendor turns out to be deeply wired into the core processes of the financial system, and when it is breached, your data is swept up even though your own perimeter was not directly hit. For technology and risk leaders, the action list starts with mapping. You need to identify where you have similar vendors that sit in the background of mission-critical processes such as loans, payments, claims, or clinical workflows, especially when they handle sensitive personal or financial data. It is also time to revisit the contracts that govern cyber responsibilities, notification timelines, and the right to audit or receive third-party assessments. This event gives you a concrete scenario to take to your board and your regulators. You can show them how you classify vendors, how you monitor their security posture, and how you would execute a kill switch or data minimization plan if a key partner suddenly became a liability instead of an asset. Now let us turn to our workforce and operating models, particularly in global capability centers. New reports from consulting and industry groups show that Indian-based global capability centers are rapidly adopting generative AI and agentic systems while struggling to staff the new roles these systems require. We are seeing titles like AI Orchestrator, Agent Operations Manager, AI Governance Architect, and AI Value Realization Analyst. The pattern is clear. The bottleneck in AI is no longer just GPUs or model access. It is people who can bridge between line of business owners, data teams, and AI agents in production. If you operate global capability centers or shared services hubs, this matters directly to your roadmap. A significant share of GCCs now expect double-digit workforce growth through 2030 driven by AI native work, yet many still lack formal frameworks for measuring AI return on investment or for governing agent behavior day to day. As a leader, you should be asking how your job, families, and career paths evolve to include orchestrators and safety stewards, not just data scientists and prompt engineers. You can use this week's data to press for specific skill programs, clear accountability lines, and an AI operating model that treats governance, talent, and infrastructure as one integrated system instead of 3 disconnected projects. With that context, it is time for our new Monday feature, Monday AI Market Maker. Each Monday, we will spotlight one AI-driven company that is not only raising capital but also reshaping a market in a way that technology and risk leaders need to understand. Today's Monday AI Market Maker is Norm AI, a legal and compliance technology startup that has just secured $50 million in new investment from Blackstone, bringing its total funding above $140 million and launching an AI-native law firm called Norm Law. The firm will use Norm AI's agents to perform regulatory and compliance work for financial services clients while staying structurally separate from the technology company to comply with legal ownership rules. What makes Norm AI important for you is not just the funding round. Their technology takes dense regulatory text and turns it into executable AI agents that can sit inside your marketing review process, your product approval pipeline, or your supervisory controls. That means regulations effectively become code that can be tested, logged, and audited. For CIOs, CISOs, and general counsel, this raises both opportunity and risk. The opportunity is a dramatic reduction in cycle time for reviews and a more consistent interpretation of rules across the enterprise. The risk is that you now depend on a new layer of AI infrastructure for compliance, with all the attendant concerns about model behavior, data protection, and regulator expectations. As you watch Norm AI and similar players, the key questions are how you would integrate such agents into your existing controls and what governance you would need around them to keep your own accountability clear. Our final story stays in the AI and security convergence theme, but from the network side. Lumen Technologies has announced Defender Advanced Managed Detection and Response, a managed security service built on Microsoft Sentinel. Lumen is positioning its network as a trusted fabric for AI workloads by combining its Black Lotus Labs threat intelligence from the backbone with Sentinel's cloud-native analytics. The idea is straightforward. Instead of every enterprise trying to stitch together its own telemetry, analytics, and 24/7 operations team, you can lean on a carrier-grade network plus a hyperscale security platform as a managed service. For enterprise leaders, the question is how this kind of offering fits into your security and network architecture. If you already use Microsoft Sentinel, a carrier-delivered managed service could help close skills gaps in your security operations center and consolidate data flows. At the same time, it adds a new point of dependence on a single provider for both connectivity and detection and response, which has implications for resilience and negotiation leverage. As you evaluate services like this, focus on how data is shared, what visibility you retain into analytics and decision-making, and how easily you could move or dual source if the provider no longer met your needs. This is also a chance to revisit your definition of an AI-ready network, and whether your current partners are prepared to support the latency, security, and observability requirements of your own AI roadmap. That is the exchange for today. Remember, inspect what you expect. If you are interested in how this newscast is created or want more information about how to be a part of it, contact podcasts@metorasolutions.com. That is podcasts with an S at metorasolutions.com.